Hermitcraft Infinity. Welcome back to Hermitcraft Infinity. Alright, well, as you can see, I've been getting some stuff done and beginning to get my processing stuff moved over and set back up here. Right now I'm just getting sand made up because it's a key ingredient in several things. And I'm processing here, this is processing gravel into flint as needed to keep these machines stocked with flint. And this one, set up to make fluix dust out of fluid crystals. Okay, fine. And I figure what I'm going to end up doing is having 2 or 3 of these dense cables come up here to have enough channels for all the machines. I don't know. I was thinking that the one would do quite a bit, but I have already used up 6 out of 8 channels, just getting 3 machines and 1 return chest hooked up. So I'm going to have to rethink some of that, I think. Anyway, everything's going fine over here. The energy ball is up to 17.3 billion RF, so we're doing great there. The little processor manufacturing thing is working. I have had, however, some trouble with this thing. Now, at first, I was having the doggonest problem in that, now I put in a pattern in there to make 64 fluix crystals in one shot. And, you know, and then it turns out I was wrong about it, because the, nether quartz, redstone, and charged certus makes 2 of these. So if you put a stack of each of those ingredients, you should get 2 stacks of fluix crystals coming out. Alright, great. Originally, when the first problem I had was I had the ME interface in its flat form up against the side of the crate, and stuff was coming out 1 item at a time, and it was slow and painful just to even watch, never mind try to do anything. And it dawned on me after a while, switch it to this form, have it aimed downward, put the patterns in there, and I've got this one here, 64 charge, 64 redstone, 64 nether. It gets 128 fluix crystals. Great. Fantastic. And I even made sure, I went over here and made this here temporary puddle and threw those things into that to make certain that it would produce 2 stacks of fluix crystals, and it did. I threw a stack of each in there manually, and I got 2 stacks of fluix coming out. Now I got something else weird going on, and it is weird. If I go in here and say I want 100 fluix crystals, it should drop a stack of each of those ingredients in there and proceed to make me up 128 fluix crystals, because that's the batch it works in. Alright, so I hit next, and you notice everything's fine here. Hit start. You see some things falling in there. What we've got in there is charged certus and redstone. But there was no nether quartz in there, in spite of the fact that I have almost 2 million nether quartz. It didn't put any in. And I'm thinking, what in the Sam Hill's going on here? I don't get that. It does not make any sense. But this thing is not dropping nether quartz into that thing at all. And it's not just a case of the nether quartz getting sucked up as soon as it gets in there, because I have an item filter in here. Item filter will only allow pure certus, pure fluix, and fluix crystals to be pulled out by this transfer node. And I could even go so far as to break that line so that the input bus has no way to send anything anywhere. And we'll try this again. Fluix. And crafting only. Craft me some Fluix crystals. Go. And you see redstone and charged Certus going in there. Nothing's coming here to the chest. And if I get up here and have a look, what you see in there is redstone and charged Certus. Now if I go ahead and get this stuff out of my inventory, there, I don't have any of them in there. Drop down here, glitch it through the corner. I got redstone and charged Certus. No nether quartz is being dropped in there at all, in spite of the fact it's in the recipe. Weird, huh? Yeah. This is what I have come to love about FTB. When things that should work and have no reason not to work don't work. Yeah. And yes, the recipe works manually. I can stand over here and drop these things in there manually all day long, and it'll work. So, if I take a stack of that, and a stack of that, and a stack of charged, and I just drop them in there, bang. It's that simple. 2 stacks of Fluix crystals. That's great. It works manually, but the open crate or something is refusing to drop nether quartz into that puzzle. And I'd love to know why. Because it's just plain doesn't make any sense. Anyway, I'm gonna try a variation here. I've got a formation plane. And we'll see if we can get something going on there. Because this is making me nuts. Stuff that should work. Stuff that used to work, as a matter of fact. And now, don't. Alright, we'll put a formation plane there. Go ahead and break the cobble. Alright, now I should be able to just put this ME interface right up against that. After I get enough junk out of my inventory that I can actually pick it up. So if I take, alright, perhaps this one would need the flat interface, I don't know. No, that doesn't look right. I hate it when things do not want to work the way you know doggone well they should. Alright, fine. And the big square interface. Alright, apparently it doesn't like to connect directly to that, so we'll just hook it like that. We'll break that. Move that over there. Alright. We'll just pop these patterns back in here. Alright. And let's wrench this around. like so. Oh, you're kidding me. Now, I have seen these things used like this. Now, that's peculiar. But, all right. Okay, fine. Put the interface up against the side of this there. No, not there. Like that. Now, can I put a cable here? Oh, I cannot. That's not very helpful, I would say. All right, apparently I do not have the right clue about how this formation plane is supposed to work. Let me look it up. All right, well, as you can see, I've torn it down because I can't find anything about formation plane that will actually let me use it this way. Which is odd because I've seen it used this way. So I'm going to ahead and put these patterns back in here. Now these other two patterns work perfectly. If I want, let's see, say pure, if I want pure Fluix, say give me 10 of them, start. Well, it was working. Oh, that's right. This thing has to output into the Britannia crate. Oh. You ever have one of those days where no matter what you do, it just doesn't work out right? Yeah, that's the sort of day I've been having here. Okay. Put the crate back. Like that. Put the interface back. Crystals in, or patterns in place. Oh, well, how about that? It apparently did drop the seeds. Huh. Or maybe it dropped the seeds just as soon as I put the patterns back in. Alright, fine. That's cool. I will do something else here. We will craft pure Fluix, and I'm going to tell it 100, and I've got my thing here positioned so that I can see there. And start, escape. Alright, it's dropping them in. Great. Let's go for Fluix crystals. Make me 100 of those. And go. Charged Certus quartz and redstone have been dropped. What is not happening is the dropping of the nether quartz. Now if I sat down here, let's see. I take a stack of nether quartz. And if I drop that in there, I do believe. Alright. Next CPU, that's making those. Okay, that's going to take a little while, apparently. Well, the job for the 100 regular Fluix crystals is done. So that worked as soon as I tossed in the stuff, the nether quartz manually. But this thing does not want to drop it automatically. What in the heck is the deal with that? If anybody has a clue about that, I'd love to hear it. Because it used to work. And now it doesn't seem to. Of course, I'll go ahead and do one more thing here. Take these out. And we'll put the flat interface on top of it. Pop those back in there. And once again, I will order Fluix crystals. And I see charged Certus dropped out, redstone has dropped out, and there's the nether quartz. How come it wouldn't drop out with the square interface? More and more peculiar. No, I don't want to craft quartz glass. You're, oh. I was going to say, you're out of your mind if you think I don't have any glass. There. Why that had to be so complicated, I don't know. I swear, I tried all of these different things. Everything, from the flat interface to the square interface to going from the side, going from the bottom, or, you know, the top, whatever. Tried doing it every which way. I have blown an hour and a half trying to get this thing to work. And now that I'm trying to show the things that I did that didn't work, it works. Go figure. Applied Energistics is trolling me. Yeah. That's ridiculous, but it's true. Meanwhile, I've got a lot more machines to put together here in order to process all the things that need to be done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on getting the machines in here that handle the processing steps necessary to make one more of those. That gives me some kind of an order of what to do things. There's no particular reason. I don't actually need another turbine, but there you go. It gives me an order of what things to do. You know, that sort of thing. In any event, I'm back to the salt mines. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out of here.